Is that any way to talk to a lady? After all, we got to be neighborly like, eh, boys?
I say, Higgins, couldn't we turn on the lights?
Nonsense, you hear much better in the dark.
But it's a fearful strain listening to all those vowel sounds. I'm quite done up for this afternoon.
Mr. Higgins, are you there?
Yes, what is it, Mrs. Pierce?
A young woman wants to see you, sir.
A young woman? What does she want? Oh, has she an interesting accent?
Oh, something dreadful, sir.
Let's have her in. Show her in, Mrs. Pierce.
Very well, sir. It's for you to say.
Well, this is rather a bit of luck. I can show you how I make records. We'll set her talking, and I'll take her down in Bell's visible speech, then in broad Romic, then we'll get her on the phonograph so that you can turn her on as often as you like with the written transcript before you. Excellent.
This is the young woman, sir?
No. This is the girl I jotted down last night. Oh, she's no use. I've got all the records I want for the Listen Grove lingo, and I'm not going to waste another cylinder on it. No, be off with you. I don't want you.
Don't you be so saucy. You ain't able to come for yet.
You tell him I come in a taxi. Nonsense, girl. What do you think a gentleman like Mr. Higgins cares what you came in?
Oh, we are proud. He ain't above giving lessons, not him. I heard him say so. Well, I ain't come here for any compliment, and if my money's not good enough, I can go elsewhere.
Good enough for what?
Good enough for you. Now, you know, don't ya? I'll come to have lessons I have and to pay for them too, make no mistake.
Pickering, should we ask this baggage to sit down, or should we just throw her out the window?
I won't be called baggage. No one ever to pay like any lady.
But what is it that you want?
I want to be a lady in a flower shop instead of selling flowers at the corner of Tottenham Court Road. But they won't take me unless I can talk more genteel. He said he could teach me. Well, here I am, ready to pay, not asking any favour, and he treats me as if I was dirt. I know what lessons, of course I'm ready to pay.
How much?
And there you're talking. Oh, I thought you'd come off it when you saw a chance of getting back a bit of what you chucked at me last night. You'd had to drop in, hadn't you?
Yes, sit down.
Ah, if you're gonna make a compliment out of it.
Sit down!
What is your name?
Eliza Doolittle.
Won't you sit down, please, Miss Doolittle?
Oh, don't mind if I do.
Higgins, I'm interested. What about your boast that you could pass her off as a duchess at the embassy ball? I'll say you're the greatest teacher alive if you could make that good. I'll bet you all the expenses of the experiment that you can't do it. And I'll even pay for the lessons.
Oh, you're real good, thank you, Captain.
Oh, it's almost irresistible. She's so deliciously low, so horribly dirty.
I ain't dirty. I wash my basin hands before I come on, Deed.
I'll take it. I'll make a duchess of this draggle-tailed gutter snipe.
Sir, you can't just take up a girl like that as if you were picking up a pebble on the beach.
Why not?
Why not? But you don't know anything about her. What about her parents? She may be married.
Gone.
There's the girl very properly said, gone.
Who'd marry me?
By George, Eliza, the streets will be strewn with the bodies of men shooting themselves for your sake before I've done with you.
I'm going. He's off his jump. I don't want no barmaids teaching me.
Oh, indeed, I'm mad. Am I very well, Mr. Pierce? You needn't order any new clothes for her. Throw her out.
Stop, Mr. Higgins. I won't allow it. Go home to your parents, girl.
Ain't got no parents.
There you are. She ain't got no parents. What is all the fuss about? The girl doesn't belong to anybody. She's no use to anybody but me. Take her upstairs and...
You ain't got no feeling heart, you ain't. You don't care for nothing but yourself. Here, I've had enough of this. I'm going.
Eliza, have some chocolates.
How do I know what's in them? I heard a girl's being drugged by the like of you.
Pledge of good faith, Eliza. I'll eat one half, and you the other. You shall have boxes of them, barrels of them every day. You'll live on them, eh?
I wouldn't have ate it. Only I'm too ladylike to take it out my mouth.
I'm sorry, Higgins, but I really must interfere. Mrs. Pierce is quite right. If this girl is going to put herself into your hands for an experiment in teaching for the next 6 months, she needs to understand thoroughly what she's doing.
Eliza, you are to stay here for the next 6 months, learning how to speak beautifully, like a lady in a florist shop. If you are good and do whatever you're told, you shall sleep in a proper bedroom, have lots to eat, and money to buy chocolates and take rides and taxis. If you are naughty and idle, you shall sleep in the back kitchen amongst the black beetles and be walloped by Mrs. Pierce. At the end of 6 months, you shall go to Buckingham Palace in a carriage, beautifully dressed. If the king finds out you are not a lady, you will be taken by the police to the Tower of London, where your head will be cut off as a warning to other presumptuous flower girls. If you are not found out, you shall have a present of 7 and 6 to start life as a lady in a shop. If you refuse this offer, you will be the most ungrateful, wicked girl, and the angels will weep for you. Now, are you satisfied, Pickering? Could I put it more plainly or fairly, Mrs. Pierce?
Come with me, Eliza.
Yes, thank you, Mrs. Pierce. Bundle her off to the bathroom.
You're a great bully, you are. I won't stay here if I don't like it. I won't let nobody bullet me.
Don't answer back, girl.
If I'd have known what I was letting myself in for, I never would have come here. I've always been a good girl. I won't be put upon.
In 6 months, in 3 if she has a good ear and a quick tongue, I'll take her anywhere and I'll pass her off as anything. I'll make a queen of that barbarous wretch.
Higgins, forgive the bluntness, but if I'm going to be involved in this business, I shall feel responsible for the girl. I want it clearly understood that no advantage will be taken of her position.
What, that thing? Sacred, I assure you.
Come now, Higgins, you know what I'm talking about. This is no trifling matter. Are you a man of good character where women are concerned?
Have you ever met a man of good character where women are concerned?
Yes, very frequently.
Well, I haven't. I find that the moment that I let a woman become friends with me, she becomes jealous, exacting, suspicious, and a damn nuisance. And I find the moment that I let myself become friends with a woman, I become selfish and tyrannical. So, here I am, a confirmed old bachelor and likely to remain so. After all, Pickering, I'm an ordinary man who desires nothing more than just an ordinary chance to live exactly as he likes and do precisely what he wants. An average man am I, of no eccentric whim, who likes to live his life free of strife, doing whatever he thinks is best for him. Just an ordinary man. But let a woman in your life, and your serenity is through. She'll redecorate your home from the cellar to the dome, and no wonder the enthralling fun of overhauling you. Let a woman in your life, and you invite eternal strife. Let them buy their wedding bands for those anxious little hands. I'd be equally as willing for a dentist to be drilling than to ever let a woman in my life. I'm a very gentle man, even-tempered and good-natured, whom you never hear complain, who has the milk of human kindness by the quart in every vein. A patient man am I, down to my fingertips, the sort who never could, never would let an insulting remark escape his lips. Just a very gentle man. Let a woman in your life, and patience hasn't got a chance. She will beg you for advice, your reply will be concise, and she'll listen very nicely, then go out and do precisely what she wants. Let Let a woman in your life, and you're plunging in a knife. Let the others of my sex tie the knot around their necks. I prefer a new edition of the Spanish Inquisition than to ever let a woman in my life. I'm a quiet living man who prefers to spend his evenings in the silence of his room, who likes an atmosphere as restful as an undiscovered tomb. A pensive man am I, of philosophic joys, who likes to meditate, contemplate, free from humanity's mad and human noise. Just a quiet living man. But let a woman in your life, and your sabbatical is through. In a line that never ends, come an army of our friends, come to jabber and to chatter and to tell her what the matter is with you. She'll have a booming, boisterous family that will descend on you en masse. She'll have a large Wagnerian mother with a voice that shatters glass. So let a woman in your life. Let a woman in your life. Let a woman in your life. I shall never let a woman in my life. Doolittle, I ain't running no charity bazaar in here!
Thanks for the hospitality, George.
Send the bloody bill to Buckingham Palace.
You can buy your own drinks now, Alfie Doolittle. Falling into a tub of butter you have.
Yes, tub of butter. What tub of? What are you talking about?
Your daughter, Eliza. Oh, you're a lucky man, Alfie Doolittle.
Say, what about Eliza?
He don't know. Her own father and he don't know. Moved in with a swell Eliza has. Left it in a taxi all by herself. Smart as Pete and ain't been home for 3 days. And then I get a message from her this morning. She wants a thing sent over to 27A Wimpole Street, care of Professor Higgins. And what does she want? A birdcage and a Chinese fan. But she says, never mind about sending any clothes.
I knew she had a career in front of her. Harry boy, we're in for a boozer. The sun is shining on Alfred P. Doolittle. A man was made to help support his children, which is a right and proper thing to do. A man was made to help support his children. With a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, we'll go out and start some fire in you. With a little bit, with a little bit, with a little bit of luck there will for you. He doesn't have a tuppence in his pocket, the poorest note you'll ever hope to meet. He doesn't have a tuppence in his pocket, but with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck, we're moving up to
go on working the girl in this way, making her say her alphabet over and over from sunup to sundown, even during meals. When will it stop?
When she does it properly, of course. Is that all, Mrs. Pierce?
No, sir. The mail.
Well, pay the bills and say no to the invitations. Is that all?
There's another letter from that American millionaire, Ezra D. Wallingford. He still wants you to lecture for his Moral Reform League.
Throw it away.
It's the third letter he's written you, sir. You should at least answer it.
It's very well, Mrs. Pierce. Leave it on the desk. I'll get to it.
Yes, sir.
If you please, sir, there's a dustman downstairs to see you. Alfred Doolittle. He says you have his daughter here.
I say,
Send the blackguard in.
he may not be a blackguard, Higgins.
Nonsense. Of course he's a blackguard.
Well, whether he is or he isn't, we're afraid we're going to have some trouble with him.
Oh, no, I think not. If there's any trouble, he shall have it with me, not I with him.
Mr. Doolittle, sir.
Professor Higgins!
Yeah?
Where?
Good morning.
Oh, morning, Governor! I come about a very serious matter, Governor.
Born in Hanslow, mother Welsh, I should think. Yes, what do you want, Doolittle?
I want my daughter, that's what I want to say, huh?
Well, of course you do. You're her father, aren't you?
Yes.
I'm glad to see you have some spark of family feeling left. Yes, she's in the back there. Take her away at once.
What?
Mrs. Pierce, Eliza's father has come to take her away. Give her to him, will you?
Now, wait a minute, Governor, wait a minute. You and me is men of the world, ain't we?
Men of the world, are we? Yes. Mrs. Pierce, you'd better go.
I think so indeed, sir.
I've grown fond of you, Governor, and, well, if you want the girl, I'm not so set on having her back home again, but what I might be up to is an arrangement. All I ask is my rights as a father. You're the last man alive to expect to let me see her go for nothing, for I can see you're one of the straight sort, Governor. So, well, what's a £5 note to you? And what's Eliza to me, eh?
I think you ought to know, Doolittle, that Mr. Higgins' intentions are entirely honorable.
Of course they are, Governor, of course they are. If I thought they wasn't, I'd ask for 50.
Do you mean to say you would sell your daughter for £50?
Have you no morals, man?
No, no. I can't afford them, Governor. Neither could you if you was as poor as me, eh? Not that I mean any harm by it, mind you, but, well, if Liza's going to get a bit out of this, why not me too, eh? I mean, after all, look at it my way. What am I? What am I? I am one of the undeserving poor. That's what I am. Think what that means to a man. It means he's up against middle-class morality for all time. If there's anything going on